Having to be the mama bear. So Gemini, I saw a bear, but it was like a cartoon bear when I felt the energy behind your card, the Two of Swords reversed. So it was like a bear with like a bow on their head. So it kind of felt like mama bear, but not necessarily like very old, like a younger mom is what I felt. And with the Two of Swords reversed, you might be having to discipline. This is like a wag of the finger. Two of Swords reversed is a wag of the finger, having to tell somebody something that they either need to hear, maybe they didn't know, or they have to hear. And then the other thing that I saw a xylophone. So like that little musical device where you take the wooden instrument and you hit the thing and it makes sound and it makes, it's usually a kid's device. You know, little babies and stuff have it. So maybe you guys have kids, maybe your kid has a xylophone, or you're dealing with somebody who acts like a child and you have to discipline them because they're acting like a baby. That's the vibe that I'm getting. And then the last thing that I saw was notes, which, I mean, I literally saw the musical notes, but it could just be coupled with the xylophone. Maybe you're singing, if this is a child, you could be singing to them, or this could be, you know, just part of, maybe you're just trying to be motherly about it, you know, with the notes. Let's actually pull more cards and see if we can find out more information for you guys. Wow. So, Nine of Wands reversed. Like I said, you're probably a new mom. Or this is a new thing for you because you don't have experience in it. Nine of Wands reversed is you don't have experience in it, so you're a new mom, you've never had to deal with somebody who acts like a big baby and you have to discipline them, if this is just like in your life. But you're kind of like just learning as you go. Strength is very reflexive. It's like rolling with the punches, basically, is strength and having the strength to roll with the punches. Okay, let's see what is on the bottom of the deck. Five of Wands. Five of Wands is the problem that you have to wag the finger about. So the Five of Wands is when the kid, you know, tries to shove their hand into the fire, and you're like, no, you can't do that. You're playing Mama Bear, and you have to stop whatever the trouble is, Five of Wands, from happening. You have to stop it from happening. All right. Again, this can be a big, like an adult baby. You know what I mean? Let's see what we get out of the Oracle cards, and then we're gonna pull advice and see what you guys can do about it. So tell me just right now, it's just going to be more information. More information. We're going to dig a little bit deeper into what's going on with Gemini the next couple weeks. All right. So, okay. So, this is not minor, actually. In fact, I think it escalates. We got the volcano and freaking Pluto. This is an explosive combo. This is an explosive combo. This would be like not just any volcano, Mount St. Helens exploding. And we are talking about, again, speech, having to like literally yell at somebody, and that's the wag of the finger. It's not just a wag of the finger. It's like you're literally yelling at them as loud as you can, because that's where we're at. Let's see what we get. Let's see what else we got here. Wow, this person just has no scruples. This person has no scruples. Either they're a child, so they'll do anything. They'll jump out of the window. They're a baby. They don't know anything. They literally don't know better, or they just have no scruples about doing crazy ass shit. That's the 0 in the left turn arrow. They'll do random unexpected crap. And you have to put out the fire, and you have to kind of almost have a meltdown, yell at them to stop it from happening, or to get the point across or something here, because it's your job. Because you're the person who wears the crown, or maybe you wear the pants. You know, you're the person who is above this person. That's the crown. Your title puts you above them. Whether this is at work or just, like I said, you're a parent, where that puts you above your child. Okay, let's pull some advice and see how you can not have to deal with such these seem like extreme circumstances, right? Like the baby's almost jumping out a window and you gotta stop that from happening. Let's see if there's any good strategies or just any advice here. Any advice here for Gemini regarding the spread, regarding Mama Bear, the xylophone. I thought something flipped. No. Mama Bear, the xylophone, and the wag of the finger. Let's see. Anything else here for my Geminis regarding the spread? Anything else? By the way, this is advice. So we're pulling advice now. Okay, Queen of Cups. Wow. That is, be very calm. Be very calm. Even if your knee-jerk reaction would be to freak out. Like if your kid's about to, jump out the window, you probably would want to freak out, but that actually might make them kind of like fall out the window, right? If you were just to be calm and speak quietly, speak calmly, you get a better reaction. That's the advice from the Queen of Cups anyway. King of Swords, be cut and dry, be logical. Don't be emotional, actually. This is saying be cold, logical, be very calm. That's how you deal with this person. That's the strategy behind being successful with this person, so that, you know, they listen. Maybe they're a kid, they normally don't listen. Well, this is how you get them to listen. And this is something you learn from experience. Now the Nine of Wands is right side up, because now you have, that's doing it with experience, because you know how to deal with someone. Like, if you have a pet, okay? If you have a pet like a dog, and the dog's barking at you, and you get aggressive with the dog doesn't calm down. The dog gets more aggressive. Like, there is an emotional reaction that comes through, and this is saying moderate your emotional reaction, because your emotional reaction is creating almost like a mirroring effect, I think. But anyway, this is having control over that. This is knowing when to not be emotional. Okay, let's pull some last advice, see if there's anything else here for you guys. And then we're going to close out your reading. Any last advice here for Geminis for these next couple of weeks? Any last advice? Those two kind of wanted to come out. Let's take them. Okay, Cancer. Wow. Cancer is the sign of the mother. And so this, again, it's Mama Bear. So Mama Bear coming through again. And the number 1. You are the Mama Bear. You guys have to play the role of the Mama Bear, even if you're not actual physical mother. You have to play that role. Number 1, you're stuck with it. It's you. On the bottom, we have the Princess. Even if you're not ready, even if you're younger. Let's say you're working with someone, but you're the more mature person. You're younger, and they're older. You're more mature. So you're the person with scruples. So you're the person who has to be kind of the disciplinarian. And so this is saying, yeah, regardless of age, regardless of experience, you're the person who has to be the motherly one here. Doesn't we got anything else? Capricorn, the Skull and Crossbones, and the Road Forward. It's not going to last forever. This is temporary. I mean, but it is potentially a long road. We've got Capricorn and the Road here. Again, it's not going to last forever, but it is a bit of a journey. Is really what this is saying. Last card. The last card is the City. Why is the City here? Oh, because social obligations. Because that's the reason why it's you. Is because if you're somebody's boss, then it's your responsibility that they act in line. And if you're a parent, then it's by society standards, your responsibility that you control your kid. And so it's just explaining why you're the person who is the person. And but the advice, there, you got advice, so hopefully that helps you guys. Geminis, that is your reading. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and follow the channel, depending, because I'm on TikTok and YouTube. And also check out Patreon if you guys want to support my work. Links for that are below and in my profile. See you guys next time.